Now that the dust has settled, it's time to look at a move that nobody's really talking about, a move that I really liked that the Lions did this offseason. Did a lot of really good things in free agency, signed our own players back that we needed to, and added really good players. So let's take a look really quick at just as a reminder of some of the things that we did, and then we'll zero in on a move that nobody's talking about. They're not really talking about, right? I'm sure somebody's talking about out there, but Mac McCain, corner, Cameron Sutton was the big one, Emmanuel Mosley, David Montgomery. Then you get some depth with Glasgow. Then the big one was C.J. Gardner-Johnson, a long snapper, signed some former Lion players, and then we released and made some really good moves with guys that were released or that they restructured their contracts. And then here's the re-sign guys. A lot of just really good players that we know and we know will do a good job for us. Kaminsky, Anzalone, Bugs, classic, right? But what's that one move that really people aren't talking about enough? Because Cameron Sutton, people talked about it. Really big splash, 3-year, $33 million deal. Because of the dollar amount, it kind of stands out. That's not the one. David Montgomery, love that one as well. CJ Gardner-Johnson, everyone talks about that. But for me, it's Emmanuel Mosley. And here is why. Just as a reminder, Mosley was with the 49ers. He's 25, 26 years old, and he's a rising star type of player, meaning we're catching him on the ascent versus, hey, he's been great and now he might fall down. We're catching him on the right trajectory. Now, the problem is he had a torn ACL. That's a problem, and it's also a good thing. Why is it a problem? Well, you just never know how you're going to come back from it. It's a good thing because you can get him cheaper, and it's a little competitive edge that Brad Holmes loves to go after. Because how do you get better when everybody else, obviously around the NFL, is trying to get better? Well, you maybe take a chance on a guy that maybe doesn't play the first 1, 2, 3, 4 games of the season, but you get him the rest of the year, get him on a 1-year deal. So here is Mosley again. 1-year deal. He's 26 years old, but coming off the ACL. So he's earned a starting role in year 2 for San Francisco. You do not need to be a football buff to know that San Francisco, great defense. So if you're a starting corner for San Francisco, you're pretty good. So what happens is he gets injured and he kind of disappears, right? Obviously, you get injured, people kind of forget about you, and then it's your free agent year. And so there's not a lot of buzz around him around the league, right? But for 49ers fans know what they had and what they're losing. So this is from Pride of Detroit. Shout out to them. Check out their website. It's just a great spot for Detroit Lions fans. But here's what they came up with. They found some different things that 49ers fans were saying. Only 6 million. Yeah, that hurts. They didn't like to see their guy, who they think's pretty good, go to the Lions for only 6 million. Big fan of Emmanuel Mosley, says Niner Nation. Emmanuel Mosley was such an underrated corner, excellent tackler, and run defender too. So love to see that he can stop the run. Emmanuel Mosley was well on his way to a career year before getting hurt. See, that's what I love is we're not talking about how this guy is on the ascent. That is huge. Free agents, you usually get them after they've already done something and they're on the decline, and you're paying them for what they've already done versus hopefully he just keeps getting better. So the Lions got a stud, is what this guy says. The 2023 NFC North champion Detroit Lions got themselves a good one with Emmanuel Mosley. Thank you, Matt. I have no idea who you are. Appreciate you saying that. First Cameron Sutton, now Emmanuel Mosley. And then if you look at some of the highlights, there's a spot down here where you can just kind of see. First of all, like, he wears 41. Appreciate that. Just like any number in the 40s for a corner is ballsy and it looks good. Okay, here we go. Or not. Okay, fine. There's a meme. Mosley era is over. San Francisco 49ers knew what they had in this guy. He's a great player and a guy that just fits exactly what we need. Because if you look now at our depth chart, all of a sudden you've got Cameron Sutton and Jeff Okudah. Let's say they're the day one starters. Great, right? Even and really, yeah, okay, fine. That's their day one starters. Then you got Emmanuel Mosley. Jerry Jacobs will probably be the day one starter. Chase Lucas, remember, he's still hanging around. We haven't seen him, what he can do. CJ Gardner-Johnson, Tracy Walker, Kirby Joseph can slide in. Now all of a sudden our defensive secondary is so much improved from a year ago. It's not even funny. But Emmanuel Mosley is that little piece that people aren't talking about enough. That's a great corner on the ascent that we can really count on and do a lot of good things. So I love Mosley. I love what he can bring. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. When it comes to our free agents and what we've done, what's your favorite signing? What's your favorite re-sign? What's your favorite move? It's not just one. I get it. It's a combination of everything. But when you look at Graham Glasgow, I mean, even that solid. Obviously, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, even Jalen Reeves-Maybin, Marvin Jones. I mean, it's just some good, solid, basic signings, even when they're not flashy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite move so far this offseason as we get ready for the NFL draft? That being said, NFL draft, Craig and I are going live for that. Make sure you join us. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be really talking about this draft because it's going to be awesome. We'll be together in person, answering questions in between our picks, seeing what we're doing, reacting to our picks live as we see them. So make sure, head over to our channel right now. You can set a reminder to be with us for the NFL draft. It's going to be really good. Can't wait to see it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.